Hey guys, this is V2 Vengeance, and in this time I'm going to present you a game I had in my JagdPanzer E100. Now I'm on Swamp, it's a tier 10 battle, and we start the game very well by firing a 1123 shot into the M103. That guy, the game just started for him and he is already on 100 health. So right now, as you can see, I'm pretty much camping in the base because I can see that there are a lot of allied tanks on the right, but the left flank is pretty much open. I fired a blind shot there, hoping that I would hit the T-54, but apparently I didn't. So, tier 10 game, 6 tier 10s per team, 63% win ratio, win chance actually, but as you're going to see, the game is not going to be flawless at all. In fact, we're going to see it's going to be a hard fight. That's what I want to say. So right now I noticed I didn't get spotted. I have 6 cents on this tank, so the camo actually is pretty good, even though in theory this tank has pretty bad camo. I have the camouflage and ran well. I actually took it off and I put a vent instead, and I also have some crew on the camouflage. Now at first it may seem pretty useless, but it really made a difference. Enemy type 61, and there is a T-5041. I'm aiming to be sure I'm going to hit him, and me and the FV, combining our firepower, we managed to take out that guy in a couple of seconds. So I still didn't get spotted. However, I'm moving backwards because I noticed there isn't really almost anybody spotting in the direction. And by the way, on a quick note, I started really on some sort of bodybuilding program. Well, I did go to the gym. Look at this shot into the S7, right into the tracks. That was really lucky, to be honest. So, as I was saying, I started this program. Actually, I did go to the gym about last year, but I stopped. I did go for a couple of months. I did see some results, but I stopped. Then really not much of the results went off. Well, you're going to see I'm going to try my luck again now, but it misses. So as I was saying, it's really, the results didn't really go away. I really kept my form like I was about a year ago. Right now I started again training, and this time it's a slightly different approach. The first time I was like more, I wanted to lift heavier and with little reps, and right now I'm going to try with lighter and more reps. And also keep you, those of you who want or are into this kind of thing, you can give me advice if you want, or I'm also going to try and share my experiences with you. And so far it's pretty good. It's pretty good. The only downside on my body is that I have a couple of millimeters of fat. This is just enough to cover my abs, and that's pretty annoying, but I'm going to take that off because I heard a lot of guys that what you need to do is you need to, look at this shot at the S7, boom, 4114, and he gets taken out. So already did 4000 damage and no kills. On the other, what is happening right now, this entire flank is collapsed. Those guys there are just standing and are not really doing anything, and there are a lot of tanks on the ridge here, so pretty dangerous to stay that far forward. Also they have an artillery. I haven't taken any fire, and this gives me I get spotted, and I'm pretty sure I got spotted from someone in the swamp in the middle. So what I was saying, yeah, the program, this is a very strong program about burning fat. It's going to be some sort of, I think, overkill for me, but it's going to be good enough. I mean, it's not really high intensity, it's a low intensity cardio. What you need to do is on an empty stomach in the morning, basically walk an hour on an empty stomach. I can't just walk an hour at 5 in the morning, but I'm going to buy myself a treadmill, and I'm going to do that in the morning, and hopefully in a couple of months, really from what I've heard, the results are pretty quick. I mean, well, pretty quick. I want to get off about 3 kilograms of fat. This is probably what I need to get down, and I'm going to get that done in about, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months. Well, basically, yeah, until summer. This is the main plan. So yeah, this is what I'm up to right now. I started going to the gym about in fact, really 1 week ago. I started last Monday, and I try to keep you up with what's going on. If I get some really awesome results, I'm going to tell you, to those of you interested more about it. And as I said, if there are some of you that have experience in this, I would really appreciate you telling me. So I see a tree falling down there. I didn't really take a shot because I know exactly how long my reload is. Now, as you can see, the enemy have a 2 batchet platoon and now object 268. And T-5041 makes a big mistake. He's going and 11,083 damage. I just scored 5,000 damage, 200 right now in this battle. I get spotted by the RU-251, and I think actually the T-5041 spotted me when I shot at him, but as you can see, the camo was good enough in order to protect me. So what I'm fearing right now is that those bad chats can rush us. And let's see what are their chances. FV, me, and the JagdTiger. So basically, if they're going to rush us, and there is the RT. Unless they have some tank destroyer support or artillery support, they will not be able to kill us. So at most 2 of us, but then the batches will run out of ammunition. So there is a batchet. He gets fired once. There is a T-54, and it looks like they are going in. So right now I just want to make sure that this shot hits, and I put him on fire, and the EFV finishes him off. So I just scored 6,410 damage, and there we go. They are rushing. The RU is shooting at the FV. I'm worried about the artillery right now, but I really need to help my allied JagdTiger. There is a bad chat. 953, 7,363 damage by now. I'm trying to angle against this bad chat so that he won't be able to penetrate me. And as you can see, he already fired 3 times, and I don't think he has any shots left, so he's trying to run away. I'm almost reloaded. I won't probably be able to hit him again, unfortunately. It would mean right now 8,000 damage. So I'm on 1,700 health. Pretty solid amount of health. I'm almost on full health, to be honest. Look at this, 78%. I know the artillery fired pretty soon on that FV. So right now I wasn't really worried, and as you can see, suddenly the game turned around because they made this fail rush and they got taken out really quickly, and we only lost the JagdTiger. Arya spots me, and I had a mini heart attack at this point. 1,500 damage from the artillery. I got set on fire. If the fire burned one more fraction of a second, I would have died. Unfortunately, I have an automatic fire extinguisher, and it just saved my life there. Now, I'm going to do a pretty stupid thing here, and I think you know what's going on. I noticed that the only tanks are in the base, so I'm trying to go, and suddenly I realize my health, and I think, well, it might not be such a good idea to climb down. Maybe so. You can see it's very steep there. I notice it's actually, now that I'm looking, it looks as steep on all the sides, but it looked to me back then less steep here. So let's see. First of all, trying to see if there is anybody, and I realize I'm going too fast, and I managed to kill myself like a champ. So I actually managed to do 7,363 damage. No kills whatsoever, absolutely no kills. I got a massive hit from the artillery, and in the end I actually managed to suicide by dropping off the hill. Yeah, what can I say? But in the meantime, let's see what our allies are doing. So we've got a batchet here and the leopard going into the base. As you can see, for me it's been a very good game. I mean, 7,400 damage is a pretty solid game. I'm really, it's really surprising that I didn't get any kills, but this problem is that I'm going to have a Confederate medal. So I shot 1, 2, 3, 6 enemy tanks, so I'm up for a Confederate medal. If I'm not going to get one, it can only be if someone made more experience than me. And if I hadn't died there, probably I would have gone around. I would have probably either been too slow, or managed to get there in time only to take a last shot into the 268 that hasn't been spotted yet. And let's see, where is he? There he is. I have probably been able to put one shot into this guy, but that would have been everything that I could have added to this battle, really. So I did manage to die like a champ, and the game has ended. So it's been a pretty defensive game for me. I've only stayed in the base, but I did manage to get a couple of important shots there. The RNG has been with me, to be honest. Usually the RNG hates the JagdPanzer E100. Actually, I had a very good World of Tanks day today. I've got a XVM WN18 of about 3000, which is extremely good for me at least. And really, the thing is, I usually have about 2000 something, but right now 3000, it really shows that it has been a very good day. And also, yeah, the thing is, I'm not really the kind of player that would reset his account. I have just too many battles, too many tanks, so I wouldn't do that. And yeah, I'm going to stick with the fact that I wrecked a lot of my stats when I was a noob, and I just got my Churchill 3, and I kept firing into the air because I noticed how quick the reload is. And I think that thing alone is going to drop down my hit ratio, but hit ratio doesn't really mean that much. But yeah, you get what I'm trying to say here. So also my team played a pretty good game. We managed to defend very well, and I managed to get a pretty impressive amount of damage. So let's see some post-game stats. So let's see, 80,000 credits, 1400 experience, and of course Confederate high caliber, Bruiser Firefighter effect, and Mr. Beige first class only, simply because I just, what, look at this bug, it says like I want 10,000 credits. Actually, I think this is the profit. Yeah, I'm right, that's the profit. So I did manage to get scoring after damage, the most damage in the team, more than twice the best player after me. And also the enemy artillery did a pretty good job. He hit me there for in total about 1600 damage. So it's been a pretty solid game, no kills, which is pretty spectacular. As I said before, I think this is my record of damage and number of kills, like the ratio. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say here. So I fired 9 shots and 7 of those hit. All of those 2 that missed were just, one of them was a blind shot and the other one was a very snapshot at that RU-251 that shouldn't have hit anyways, so it's okay. All of those penetrated 7,300 damage, 6 hits received, 1 penetration, and that is the artillery basically. Well, actually also there are RU penetrated ones, so it would be really weird if the artillery didn't count as a penetrating hit, because he did 1600 damage with HE. There is no way he just splashed me for 1600. You don't splash somebody for that amount in no matter what tank you're playing with. That was a penetrating HE shell. So yeah, this is, I think this is others. Yeah, it's pretty weird. So damage broke by armor only 1600, but it was pretty much enough. I just suicided at the end like a noob, trying to get off the hill, and I managed to win the game in my style. Like, when I have a good game, I have to derp it somewhere. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please think about rating it, and have an absolutely awesome day. I'll catch you later.